Greetings, my audience, my newcomers. And my recording audience, returning audience. I am Jake Allen Graham, and this is my review Marvel Studios Thor 1 from 2011 Thor movie. I give this a 7 out of 10 for above average score. I enjoyed this movie. It's poorly directed because it's constantly using Dutch angle shots. You know, the shots that Battlefield Earth became well known for, and people for some reason hated Battlefield Earth specifically for that reason alone. But for some reason, Thor got a pass and could get more of a, you know, it's just like, I just remember people on the internet like Doug Walker would hate the movie Battlefield Earth for being poorly directed with all the constantly using the Dutch angle shots. I mean, that was overkill, but Thor is just as guilty as with the Dutch angles directing shots. Overkill in the Thor movie. It's poorly directed. But the script, on the other hand, is mediocre at best comic book origin story of becoming a very sort of man learning his lesson and becoming a better hero. Blah, 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 whatever that means. I don't understand why they thought that this needed to be a movie. I'd rather this be a TV show miniseries. This feels like it should have been a miniseries instead of a movie, big budget movie. Is what it feels like to me, a TV special. This Thor movie feels more like a TV series, how it's directed and written, with the dialogue and story playing out like a TV special by the CW's DC Hour, within the Hourverse of the CW, that has everything connected, like Smallville, you name it, everything, thanks to the Hourverse. You can have Crisis on Infinite Earths from CW, but thanks for that. Nonetheless, I call this movie a fun, guilty pleasure for me to watch. It's a pants comedy. With Thor not understanding how Earth works in Earth realm, and he just comes across as a psychopath and an idiot to every normal people. And it's mostly filled with that shit, comedic fashion, timing. And a Stanley cameo trying to lift Mjolnir with his truck. Excelsior. Stanley cameo. Isn't that great? And Thor doesn't wear his helmet for the first time, and became a known thing for not wearing his helmet, even though he's the reverse known for wearing his helmet in the comics. And this one doesn't wear the helmet except when he's shot from behind, or in a brief moment from in front, right before taking it off. And the rest of the film, he doesn't wear it a single time. It's just like Ragnarok. Like Ragnarok, remember how Ragnarok teased like he was going with the helmet, but then he never wore the helmet outside of the Hulk fight? Taika Waititi rehashed ideas from Thor 1 by cock teasing the audience into fooling them that they're going to guess Thor wears his helmet. His trademark helmet with the wings. Oh, fuck. Kill me. The cock tease. Why does he still have Mjolnir? I don't understand. Why does he have the helmet if he doesn't... Why does he not have the helmet, but he still has the fucking stupid hammer? Mjolnir? I'm just saying, what you do? I'm just saying, is this like a... Is it a comic book movie or not? But that's my take on this shit fest. We go into Thor 2, The Dark World, the superior movie, I'm calling it. I give it a 7 out of 10 above average, The Dark World Thor movie. It's an above average score. It's a finer movie than the first Thor movie. It's like, written like a drunk pirate would written. The final script feels like it's written like a drunk pirate. It feels like some sort of degenerate drunk wrote the script of the final draft of the Thor movie. Because the Thor movie, Thor 2, has even better or worse, better story. I'm not sure. I'm 50-50 split on it, yeah. But the visuals and the direction is a step in the right direction because it's well directed because he got rid of all the Dutch angle uses. And that's why I think Thor 2 is a better movie than Thor 1. My final verdict for the first 2 Thor movies, I give them a 7 out of 10. I was going to give them, and I didn't really care for the post, like those post-end credit scenes. I don't see why they couldn't be the main end of the movie for the post-end credit scenes after the end credits. Why couldn't this be the actual ending of the fucking movie instead of it being after post-credit scenes? It was stupid. Kind of made me hate the movie more. Lean towards, for me, both Thor movies by Marvel Studios. I mean, I thought there was too much comedic side characters in the movie, and they got repetitive, the comedic side characters. I wish the movie focused more on the Asgard characters and Thor himself, the first 2 Thor movies, and less on the human characters from Earth. Because they're just comedic release characters, was not really a whole lot of depth to them. Or layer, or likability. They're just kind of, they're not awful. They're just not great. Or good. Mediocre at best. Tolerable. For me. That's why I give the Thor movies with Chris Hemsworth, the first two ones, a 7 out of 10 for above average score. And I'm now going to talk about the last two Thor movies, Thor 4 and Thor 3 Ragnarok. I give Ragnarok and Thor Love and Thunder and Thor Ragnarok both same verdict. I give them a 1 out of 10 because I really regret watching them. Even though I enjoyed parts of the movie, I regret most of watching the movie for the last two Thor movies because I felt like the shit rotted my brain. It made me a lot more, felt like I was, I don't know, shutting off more of my brain cells and playing Russian roulette with my brain cells. It basically feels like something like that. Watching these last two Thor movies called Ragnarok and Love and Thunder. And I give them a 1 out of 10. That's the one that Taika Waititi directed. It sounds like a fake name to me. But yeah, the same director who directed the last two Thor movies. And the directing in these movies is not bad. They're great in action. The action is well. The story is just shit. It's not, the directing's not bad in the last two Thor movies so much as just the story and the pacing issues and the overcrowded amount of characters, and it feels overbloated. Both movies at times, and over comedic at times, and the jokes always hit home run. For me, a lot of the times they've done like a nuded Hulk. I had to see a butt-naked Hulk on screen. I'm surprised he didn't saw his ding dong, but I'm sure that movie wanted to go there. I'm just glad he didn't saw his dick like Thor did. Because Thor mentioned how he saw the Hulk's dick, and it's ingrained into his mind. We were just forcing him to see Hulk's ass. Oh, kill me now, movie. This movie feels like karma for bad things I have done. This Ragnarok movie with Thor and the Hulk feels like bad karma I'm watching for myself. Because for some reason, I done something to stumble upon this movie. I obviously done something bad, because this feels like my idea of comic books movie if I was in hell. The worst part of hell is what would play for me. And I would be screaming, asking them to make it stop. Stop fucking ruining everything. All these characters got ruined in the last... And Thor got ruined. Hulk got ruined. Everyone's getting ruined. And the Asgards get killed off. The land of a bunch of Asgardians get killed off for comedic timing, who are Thor's close friends. And Asgardian friends for the first two Thor movies. They get killed off pretty gruesomely for shits and giggles. It's shot ass. And the Ragnarok movie. Oh god, it's sick. It's really sick, I thought. And stupid. And pointless. And grotesque. Like the Blob eating the Wasp from Ultimatum. The Ultimate Timeline. I have heard that. I found that out when I watched research stuff in YouTube. I watched YouTube and I found this out that Blob actually Cannibalized ate the wasp when she was small and says she tastes like chicken. And that's disgusting. Cannibalism, the blob eating the wasp. Janet Van Dyne was. How is that okay? How is that not okay? How will that not be okay with comic book fans? But killing off Thor's friends, Asgardian fellow combat and friends, and all friends in combat, also close friends, killing them off pretty brutally, and just for giggles, shits of it, and it's written as. How is that okay? It's just stupid and sick. It makes me want to throw up thinking about it. Killing off Thor's friends just for comedic timing because you can do it. Fuck it. I guess that's probably what happened, because that's why it felt like it was shot like. It didn't help the story. It just ruined the movie and destroyed tons of world building with these characters that you barely scratched the surface of in the first two Thor movies. And you barely spent any time with them. And a lot of people, and like Thor fans, at least of the comics, I hear, like on the internet, like YouTube, they want more of the characters from the Asgardians and want to spend more time in Asgard. So that would have been cool, but Asgard gets destroyed, and lots of the Asgardians get killed off brutally. Asgardians, I mean, citizens of Asgard and soldiers of Asgard. And it's kind of done in comedic fashion, and it's treated all as a joke, including Thor being a slave into gladiating, and Thor and Hulk fighting to the death, and Hulk's just an asshole because he's just doing this for the fun of it, being a gladiator, fighting slaves and gladiating shit and killing people for the fun of it. So Hulk's been reduced to this unlikable jackass I want to punch and see get punched. Great. Thanks, movie. Thanks, Ragnarok. You made me hate Hulk now. The Hulk half I hate, and the Banner half I hate by the end of this movie, because even Banner's a selfish prick. Oh, but then he has a change of heart when he sees people's lives in danger, but it feels kind of out of nowhere. I wouldn't be surprised if that was added scene later on too. I don't know, maybe it was one of those added scenes on that were shuffled into the movie. I don't know, the Marvel movies do that. They add movies into the movies when after the movie's been over and shot, they add other shit in and put it all together. That's how they do all their movies since Phase 1, basically. Yeah. Not the ideal way to do it, especially when you did the first Iron Man movie without a finished script, and tons of them after that, and just shoot a bunch of stuff, throw stuff together is not the ideal way to, I think, make a movie. And what was I talking about? It shows in this movie, Ragnarok. Really bad. And it also shows in the last one, Thor Love and Thunder, the last one where Jane Foster picks up Neil Man, becomes the power of Thor's, or something like that, takes on the name Mighty Thor. What a stupid name. Oh. The CGI, this wasn't as good. The CGI is going, and there's lots of CGI blood in this movie. That's gold CGI blood instead of red. I don't know why why is that better? Okay, and red blood isn't okay. I'm confused. Why is he just because you change the color of blood? It's not warranted the R-rated or more mature. Why? I'm confused. How does that make it more kid-friendly of a tone? Because seeing this is a PG-13 movie. And there's tons of gold-colored blood in the movie with Thor's massacring people. Gods of Olympus and stuff. And it's like, in Thor 4, it's like so much blood. It's excessive. But it's okay. It's done into the action. All the action is like the Ragnarok action. It's shot even in the action. There's comedic gags in the action shots. As in the movie won't shut it up and just let you enjoy the action and stop with the comedic shit. It'll keep on doing comedic shit while telling you the serious, showing you serious, intense bullshit. What a stupid way to tell a story for a comic book Thor movie. Shits the bed twice in a row. It seems like the script did. Watching this movie was fucking killing my brain. And making me wish I seen better stuff in my life. Wasting my life. You know, it's like this. What goes in my head, okay? So, that's why I give the last two Thor movies a 1 out of 10, and the first two a 7 out of 10 for above average. The Chris Hemsworth Thor movies are all 4 of them I reviewed in this video. And that's my review on 4 of the Thor movies by Marvel Studios. Okay, hit the subscribe button, hit the like, comment below if you want to. I leave the comment section on. Goodbye, my audience.